And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone. Checking in on some breezy winds. We're seeing some northerly winds over 20 miles an hour, your highest gusts here as we start out the day. Otherwise, just seeing some good solid breezes out there here to start out your Wednesday morning. Actual temperatures as you're starting out the day, still chilly. Not quite as cold as these past couple of mornings as we're seeing anywhere from the low to mid 30s. Childress is sitting at 40 as of right now with 20s up in the northern parts of the region. So as we go throughout the rest of the day, we'll kind of hover around upper 20s, low 30s through the mid-morning period. By lunchtime, we're looking to get to about 41. But then we don't really get much warmer than that. We'll see 43 as you roll on into later on this afternoon with even colder temperatures further up north. And then we're back down around freezing as soon as 8 o'clock this evening. Now, winds are going to be pushing in out of the north-northeast here as we go throughout the day. Of course, through a cold front, that's what's keeping those temperatures down. Right there, we'll see those winds out of the north, 5 to 15, 10 to 20, generally throughout most of the day today. Probably not calming until we go on into the overnight period and on into your Thursday morning. So let's take a look at satellite and radar here. Early this morning, we're seeing a few clouds moving across our northwestern corner of the area. Not tracking any snow just yet, but we do anticipate that to change. That's our next weather maker. The fact that we are expecting to see some hopefully meaningful snowfall here as we go throughout these next 24 to 36 hours or so. Looking at our high definition model run, there's that cloud cover up in the northwestern corner of the area. We're going to see partly to mostly cloudy skies through the day today, and you'll see later on this afternoon could start to see some snow. They're up in that northwestern corner of the region. That's around 7 o'clock this evening. Then as we go on into the nighttime period, you'll see by 11 o'clock we start to see better snowfall for more of the region. We'll see just bands moving through as we go throughout the overnight period. This is 4 a.m. tomorrow. You'll see right there snow from around Childress, Paducah up through Clarendon and Amarillo. Could last through the mid-morning period of tomorrow, and then by lunchtime, everything generally starts to clear out a little bit. So still working to nail down the exact totals for a lot of the region, but here's how it's shaping up so far. So further off towards the west-northwest, that's generally where you can expect higher snowfall totals. You're looking at anywhere from maybe a couple of tenths to over an inch in some places. Of course, in New Mexico mountains, a lot more than that. But you will see a 20% chance for most of the Texas Panhandle. That's that lighter blue, maybe a trace, maybe around an inch in the higher places around the region. But some isolated bands so far. Model data suggests maybe just north and maybe south of Amarillo that could see maybe a couple of inches. But these are going to be very isolated little strips that see higher totals. So some of you may get a couple inches, but you move a couple miles north and you see maybe an inch to maybe a couple tenths of an inch out there. So it's really going to come down to where you are at. But some places in isolated regions could see better, more meaningful rainfall. So in terms of timing, looks like for that northern part of the region, anywhere from 5 p.m. through 2 o'clock in the morning. Could start as soon as 3 o'clock this afternoon if it comes in a little earlier. For Amarillo in the central to northern half of the Panhandle, looking anywhere from 10 o'clock tonight through 7 a.m. Thursday. And then anything south of that, generally looking at the overnight hours for those best chances of snow. So, of course, keep it locked here to News Channel 10 for the latest on that. Now, we do have a winter storm warning that's barely clipping Union County. That's up in the higher altitudes. They could be seeing right there. It says winter weather advisory. That's supposed to say winter storm warning. Could be seeing upwards of a foot of snow anywhere you see that pink. So most of the News Channel 10 viewing area not seeing any sort of winter-related watches or warnings. It's going to be cold out there tomorrow, so we're going to see those nighttime snow chances today with 45 for your high, 22 tonight. We'll see 36 for your Thursday with that 30% chance of snow carrying through the morning hours and then clearing later on in the day. And then we'll see 50s here for the rest of the outlook, maybe even 60s going into the early to middle parts of next week.